Hello guys. Here I want to show you an example how to make catch elbow game by using Scratch. So you can see here it's a finished catch the elbow game which I made. So you can see here we have scored here. We can use the left and right key to control the ball movement and to try to catch the falling down apples. And we catch each apples we catch, we get a score. Okay, so that is the game we're going to make today. And yeah, it's a simple and quick game which every people can make, and it's a fun game. So let's start to make this game now. So click the file and click the new to generate the new project. So, and the first thing, in fact, to make a catch apple game, we need to have kind of 3 different steps to program the different materials to make a complete game. The first is to control the ball movement. So here we want to use left or right key to move the ball to the left side or right side. And here is a function block drawn to show the basic logics, or say principle, how to program it. So the first, for Scratch, for every functions, or say for every program, we need to have a start button to tell the software, okay, now we want to start again, we want to stop the program. So everything begins from, or say starts from start. And for the ball movement, most of the time we want to, each time when you start again, you want to have the start position, which we also can say to initialize the ball position here. So we want to initialize the ball position. For our example, I think the ball is supposed to be placed on the middle button. So that should be our initial position. And later, after that, we want we want the game to continuously forever sense our the key pressed to sense if the control key, that it's left or right key, is pressed or not. If any one of left or right is pressed, and then we will move our ball to left or to right. So here I'm going to show you how to make the movement. The first one, every new project Scratch generate, they will have a cat here. So it's kind of hello world and say. So here we don't need to use the cat, but it's free choice. I mean, you can use cat to catch an apple. Absolutely, that is up to you. But here we just want to use the ball. So then we delete it. And we click the new spirit button, and here it shows the library which belongs to Scratch itself. Of course, you can upload any pictures from you find from internet, or you keep that in your local PC. But here we just use the Scratch library and click the ball. Now you have the ball here. To make a nice game, we want to have a background, absolutely. So here we can click the stage here, click the button here, and click another button, and just below down to the stage, and so we can choose the backdrop from the library. Let's click that and click the blue sky. Now we have the blue sky as the background. Now we can start to program. Click the strips, and as we said previously, everything starts from start. So we click events, we drag start button to here, start block to here, and then we want to move the ball every time when we start again. We want to move the ball into the start position, which is the middle button. Middle button means, okay, before we move the ball to the middle position, middle bottom position, we need to understand the access system of this scratch screen. So if you can move your mouse, please move your mouse pointer to and you can see the XY values is changing when you are moving your mouse pointer. If you move to the top, you can see the Y value change to 180, which means the top is 180. If you move to the bottom, that is minus 180. If you move to the left, minus 240. If you move to the right, 240. So which means this screen, if you get any positions, I mean any points, you can, it's an axis system. It's for X, it's from minus 240 to 240, and for Y it's minus 180 to 180. So now we want to move it to the middle bottom, which means for Y, for X it's 0. So then we can draw set X to 0 here. Then we draw set Y to, because here we can feel it. In fact, we can sense it. Say here it's around 100 minus 180. So we can try minus 180. Okay, then we want a forever loop to help us to sense the key. Click Control and drag forever and place it here. Place it here. Forever. So which means the software will forever implement any actions which we drop into this blank place. So what we want to do, we want to sense if the left or right key is pressed or not. So we still use the control system and then direct another important function, the block function, which is called if then, which means if something happen, then we do something. If not, then we skip this. These actions here, then we to go on to do something else. So here we can draw two if then block here, because we want to sense both left and right. And how to sense the left and right key? Click the censoring and drag key pressed. Drag key pressed as the if condition. Use that as a if condition. So then here you can see key space pressed or not. Has a question mark here. And then we click the button here. Then we can find out. You can see there are many keys here. So every key is in your keyboard. They are listed here. So now we want to use left and right. So one if block to sense left key, another used to sense right key. And so that is gonna to, the meaning is if the left key is pressed, then we do this. Otherwise we will keep on we will go to search another question, is right key pressed or not. If yes, if the right key is clicked, then we do this. Otherwise we go to the end. The end means go back forever, because it's forever loop, means go back to the top of the loop first, which means we're going to detect the left key is pressed or not again, and then we detect the right key is pressed or not again and again. So that is the meaning of a forever loop. So now we say if the left key is pressed, and then what we're going to do, we're going to move the ball to the left, which means we want to set the Y to reduce the we want to reduce the X values, because X means left and right. So move to left means move to reduce the values. So let's say change X by -5. So each time when the program and detect the left key is pressed, and then it will automatically change the X value by -5. So do the same for x. So we changed x by positive 5, which means right, isn't it? So now the first step is finished. We can try to play with it, to test it. So click the start button and you see the movement. In fact, I can try it again. Click start button, it moves to the initial position, which is 0, x0, y1. Yes, x0, y minus 150. And then we press the left key, press the right key. You see, the board is moving as we want. So that is the first step. Easy, isn't it? Okay, now we go to the next. We need to program an apple. It's a apple catch apple game. So we want to program an apple. The purpose is to move the apple from top to the bottom, and is supposed to to appear in the random position. You don't want to stay one place and pick up the many apples. It's really boring, isn't it? So this is the function block. So let's look at the function block first. So each time when you click the start button, we send as the first step. We want to program the apple position to initial position, say top and to the top and random position. Then we want to continuously. As you can understand, we want to continuously fall down the apple, move the apple from top to the end. And if the apple move to the bottom, what we should do? We should change it back to the top and another random position. Then you can imagine that the arrow is going to continuously fall down to the bottom and appear to another random position on the top, then fall down again. That is forever loop. So okay, let's create one apple first. So click the new spirit first, choose the apple. Now we have the apple, but it's a little bit too big, isn't it? So what we can do, we can shrink the apple. Here we can grow the apple. So yeah, but I think we don't want so big apple. That is no fun, isn't it? Now we can shrink the apple. So click the shrink button and click the apple. So you can see, to make this suitable size to fit our board. Okay, then we can program it. Script again. As we say, everything starts from start. So everything starts from start, and we want to give it a initial position which is top and random top. So let's go to here. Let's click motion, drag go to function. Let's call it go to function. So here you can see it's go to mouse pointer. Goes mouse pointer, which means which means the apple, or say this object, will move to the mouse pointer's place. I can show you. You see? Okay. We shouldn't, because we should make a forever loop. So forget it. No. Okay, so let's make a forever, and then here. Now you can see. So it can be very useful for you to program any other games. So to use your mouse pointer to control something. Anyway, here we don't want to have the apple to go follow our mouse pointer, and we want it to go to random position. So click the button here, and then choose the random position. And we want the apple appears on the top, isn't it? So click the motion, set the y. Remember, on the top y value is 180, so we want to move it to 180. So we can try. See, you go to the top. Then we want a forever loop, because we want the apple fall down from top to the bottom forever and continuously to when it achieves the bottom, then appear in the top again. So we want a forever loop. Then we want to move the apple down, which is motion change y by, I believe you can understand that, by minus, let's say -5. The value means means pixels. Let's say from the top to the end, it's in total is 360 pixels. So if we change the y by -5 pixels, which means each step, each time, are going to fall down 5 pixels. If you increase it, okay, I can show you. Increase, we can play with it. So you see, this is the 5 pixels each time, before 5 pixels. But if we change it to 10, have a look at it. So it's faster, isn't it? If you make 2 apples, then you will see that more clear. But here, we want to detect if the apple is close to the bottom or not. So what we can do, click Control, drag if functions to here. Say if the apple is close to the bottom or not. If, then we go back to the top. If else, if not, which means and it's still falling down, but not close enough to the bottom, then it continues to fall down. So what we can do, we need to compare the position, the y position, with the limits, which means the height of the bottom, isn't it? So we want to compare it. So we can click operations and drop this one, and we want to compare. Click motion again. Compare the apple's y position with the height of the bottom. The height of the bottom is supposed to be defined by ourselves. So in our case, it's not necessary to wait until the apple to touch the bottom. So because the bottom is -180, we can try -180. Let's try. Then we put it into the if function. So if the apple's position achieved the bottom, say -180, then we go back to the top and random, isn't it? So that is just the repeat the thing we did previously. Go to random position, set y to the top one, which it is 180. So yeah, we can check. See, the arrow is falling down, falling down, falling down. Okay, so that is the second step. It's not very difficult, isn't it? Now, now it's the key one, the third one, the last step. We want to move the apple who touches the ball back to the top position, random top position, and we want to make a spool, which means we want to sense the apple when the apple touches the ball. Or you can say when we want to sense the ball when the ball touches the apple. But it's a slight difference, but yeah. Okay, so we want to make another program that it's everything starts from start, and we want to make a score when we get one apple. We supposed to have one score, for example, or supposed to count. We catch one apple, and two apples, something like that. So we want to make a variable. Variable is very, very important for any software, for any Scratch game. So in the real world, people might use the hundreds, thousands variables. So it's very important for you to learn how to use it and how to understand what is it. So you can say that in our case, the variable it's just a counter to count how many apples we're going to catch. So where is it? Click data, make a variable. So the first thing is to give the variable a name. It's important. Here we want to, because we want to record the numbers of apples. So also we want to have a score, because it's again. So score dash under dash 1. And here are there are two options. One is for all spiriters, another is for this spirit only. It's also very important, very important thing for you to understand. Because we suppose, for example, in our case, in the future, we're going to we probably want to have 3 or 4 or 5 more apples, but we only want to have one scope to record how many apples we catched. So that is probably, perhaps you can understand that is the reason we want this variable to be available for all the spiriters. Yes, if you click only for this spirit, which means the scope, this variable, it's only used for catch this apple. So let's say if you in the future, if you want to make 3 or 5 or 6 apples, then this scope can only be used to detect one certain apple. Okay, so here we can use for all the spirits. Okay, so you can see here, after we create one variables, then it will automatically create some variable added functions here as set, change, show, and hide. Okay, then we can start to program. Everything starts from start, and we want to initialize the scope, absolutely, because every time when you start a new game, you want to clear the apples, the numbers of apples you catched previously, or you want to clean the scope, which is to set the variable's value here to 0, because we want to clean it. And then we want to have the forever loop to continuously detect if the apple touches the ball or not, which means it's catched or not. This apple is catched or not. So we make a forever loop. Forever loop is very important for every software, because it's going to help. It's going to help you, to have a function to be able to detect something, to do something continuously. Yeah, if you don't want to do that continuously, so then you don't need to use forever. But most of the time, we need to have at least one forever function. Okay, so if the apple touches the ball, so how to make that? If, so we drag one if block here first, then we click censoring. There is a very interesting function here, which called touching. See, touching mouse pointer, or we can click here touchable, which means the apple touch the ball. So if the apple touch the ball, then we do something. What we should do, we get one score, isn't it? We move the apple back to the top. We move this apple because this apple is already catched, so it's supposed to generate a new cable, but we just move this cable to the top and random position again. So we click data again, change score by 1 because we catch one apple, and then we move this catched apple back to random position and on the top. Set Y to 180. Now we can start to play. I catch the ball. Okay, I get 1, I get 2, I get 3, I get 4. Isn't it fun? It's almost finished, but most of the time we want to have more apples. So now we can just right click the apple and duplicate it. Duplicate. Now we have 3 apples. So you don't need to program the other apples again because it's already programmed. Now previously we just copied the first apple, that is a template. We can say a template. So you click the other apples, you can see they have the same program listed here. Exactly the same program listed here. Then we click the start button. You see, now we have many apples. I try to catch it. Okay, I get 1, I get 2. Now we have finished this catch apple game. Congratulations. And what you need to do, probably you want to save your game to your local PC. So just give it and catch my catch apple game. my catch apple game and download it into your PC. So my catch apple game and save it. So let's see. Hope you enjoyed it.